Alright, so we are right back into another Dragon Ball Super card game video, and this one is a huge update. A lot of stuff that's been updated on the website, stuff on Series 7, some of the stuff on the new starter decks, and as well as Draft Box. We'll kind of touch on that, and maybe even the app as well. But subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think about all the updates if you've seen them already. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly because there's a lot. Let's just start out with the video itself. I'm not going to go through the whole video, or at least watch it with you. There's some notable things as far as the theme. If you haven't seen it already, it is the Assault of Saiyans. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste time to actually go through the whole thing. But if you see here, there's some more support literally everywhere. I was talking about in the previous video, and as well as my multicolored cards explain a video if you haven't seen that already, that there are going to be a lot more multicolored cards in set 7. Like I'm telling you, like as you can see here, and as well as probably more previews in the future, we're gonna see a lot of more stuff to go. So I would say definitely get used to it, start experimenting with it, and just kind of, I would say, try to predict a little bit. I'm very interested in seeing what these all do. They're all very much Saiyan based, except for a couple of other ones. We already saw the red, yellow Vegeta, King Vegeta card, so that's pretty cool. A lot of cool support because this, and we'll see in the later or the latter of the video, I guess. Let me go see. So more Fusion and Patora support. We kind of already knew a little bit about that. A lot of Universe 6 support, so that's pretty cool. The Ultimate Box Kefla is getting more support each and every time. We already saw this, if you haven't seen it already, Super Saiyan 3 Nappa for some reason. We'll scroll down and see a little bit more for that, but Kefla and as well as Goku not really fitting in the Super Saiyan 3 sort of click, but these are actually super interesting. Another thing to kind of note, and I think it's down here too, in which these have like this sort of full art, like fighters sort of art, like the alternative art that we have in the universe, or the anniversary set. So that's very interesting to see. And then we have these, if we go right here, a ton of cards, like 235 cards. That's a lot. Like I feel overwhelmed. But this is coming in what, 2 months from now. It's gonna be a lot of time from now until then. 2 months doesn't feel too long, but we do have the anniversary set this month, probably in a couple weeks now. Yeah, next week. Yeah, next Friday. It does come out next Friday along with the World Martial Arts stuff, so that's pretty cool. Well, that'll hold us over until this set comes out with all the multicolored cards, and as well as all of these to kind of pick out. I don't know if there's anything specific. There's more Demigras support here, Toa, and as well as Xeno Trunks. A lot of cool Saiyan green cards. The red and green are pretty much the themes for the set for Saiyan, and then yellow has a lot of Universe 6 stuff, a couple of here and there for Goku Black and Blue and Yellow, and then the Vegeta support here and there. Just Vegeta is just a huge thing, I suppose. And then we have all of the signed cards. So RIP Vic, because he's not in here. I would say that probably the hit was supposed to be Broly, like a maybe a yellow. I would say yellow or green. SPR Broly. So these are going to be very cool. I would say that set 7 is probably going to be short printed as well, so I would say that these are going to be very interesting to pick up. I don't know if they're going to be guaranteed per box or whatever, but we'll see. They might have a different rarity, and of course we'll go through these in a little bit as far as the starter deck and the expert deck. It does have Vegeta, as we saw in the little preview way back when, but this doesn't have the Kefla that it looked like before. So just like before I was saying, it's a promotional thing, so they can always change it. We'll see a little bit more of these in the next sort of tab, and then we have all of the pre-release packs and the stamp cards. Pretty cool little deck box for the pre-release. It's a lot of cool stuff. Like it's just cool, right? And I think they're just sort of just the Assault of Saiyans. It's just kind of throwing out the biggest archetype that we have, not only in the game but also in the show. Like Goku obviously is a Saiyan, and everything else kind of revolves around the Saiyan archetype, or archetype, I guess. And it's very cool to see in the game. As far as the game itself and mechanics, the 7-drop sort of Kefla, I would guess it is probably Union Patora with blue and yellow. If I had to take a guess as far as that goes, will it have Alliance or something else like that? Maybe. There's a very big sort of guess there, and if you look here, whoa. Here, they probably did it on purpose to show you that this does have Union Patora for both blue and yellow. So this one probably has the same thing, either for 4 or 3 energy. Again, the game wants to end or at least have big boys around in turn 4 or 5 or 4 or 5 energy. So that's pretty typical. And then we have the Gohan and Goten familiar bonds. Familia. I can't say the word. I'm not gonna try. And it's probably going to be pretty good with the resonant red-green Gogeta that we have already. It's going to be probably also a Broly counter if you look at the video. And then we have the Fuse Zamasu, most likely going to go with the new 3-drop barrier card that we're going to look at in a second, and then as well as the current barrier cards for Patora. Then we have all of this stuff, dramatic moments in the Saiyan saga, the Broly movie, which is cool, and then all this other stuff. There's not much to really talk about. This is all speculation. There's not, and I'm not gonna again go through all that for no reason, because we're gonna see this coming soon and see what happens there. But very cool that we have some more Gogeta support, some more Trunks Saiyan support. I think that's a very, like, I hope they do have some good Trunks support, like Futures Trunks support, as far as this dash pack and as well as the other stuff, because it's one of those things of like what is it, Time Machine, like Trunks' Time Machine. That's supposed to be pretty good in that archetype, but it isn't used because it's expensive and it's not worth. And then we have all this other stuff like the 3-drop championship pack, the new championship pack Trunks, etc. So I mean, I hope that this does get better with all the Saiyan support and as well as the future Trunks support. And then we have another Broly BR. Okay, and then Vegeta, probably gonna be part of the expert deck. I wouldn't be surprised it's gonna be part of that. Alright, so we have the Saiyan Legacy, so ready to play a 51 card deck. So it does come with the Digging Deep Vegeta, and as well as actually I mentioned a couple other things as far as all Saiyan based cards. They're really not giving us much as far as this goes. Not even like the low res where we can kind of find out. They just like completely blanked it out. They're like, this is 2 months away. You're just gonna have to pre-order. And then we have the King Vegeta leader card, so that's cool. The Raditz stuff, etc. The Raditz or the King Vegeta here is awesome with the Saiyan logo. If you didn't know what that was, that is the Saiyan logo. And some more cool stuff. We have all the names for it. Again, there's no way of knowing other than guessing. I can't be right with this stuff. I don't think anybody can. And then we have the expert deck. A lot of more cool stuff. Like I can't express it enough. Like really, when you take a look at it, like this stuff is really cool. But we do have the yellow leader. So again, another Shigesh based leader. If I had to take a guess with Ukaba and as well as Vegeta, it's probably has something to do with like some sort of bond maybe on the front side, and then or critical or bond, and then critical or bond on the back side, and then probably maybe draw 2 on the front side as well, with some conditional effect like Universe 6 or Saiyan or something like that, because there's a lot of Universe 6 stuff here. And again, all speculation, but I'm very curious of what you guys think. And then we have all of this stuff, 4-drop Vegeta, most likely like some sort of boss or like big card that is going to be a big play there. And then another Kale target in blue, so you can probably do blue green veggies with all of this stuff, or blue or green yellow veggies again, because these are going to be Caulifla and as well as Kale. Both of them are going to be targets for the 10 or the 2-drop Kaba that we have already. I'm very happy that I got the veggies package pretty early, or pretty cheap. And then another Universe 6 hit, Planet Sadala, probably a field card, so I'm interested in seeing that. Cool. Oh, and some all this stuff is in the rarity, the gold rarity. All right, and then quickly we have the anniversary set sleeves. So if you haven't seen these already, these are pretty sweet. They got the Saiyan Legacy, or the Saiyan Assault Saiyans type thing going on here. The Gogeta ones look amazing. The Mass Saiyan look amazing, probably better in person. And then the Raditz. So cool. Quick update on the BCC app, if you haven't seen this already. Instead of having the QR codes as far as the cards giving out after you win like top 3 or something like that in the participation, they will be distributed through tournaments, and they will actually be done automatically instead. So that's going to be pretty good, because now it'll prevent like people just getting a lot of cards at once, and then only one person or a few people will have a lot of points, and people don't really want to carry the cards. Like I have like 20 of them somewhere in my boxes, and I just haven't even done them. That doesn't include the ones I actually have, so I don't know if the same experiences, or it's the same for the experience for you guys, but you know. And then we have Canadian ranking. So cool, Canada. Congrats on the NBA finals, I guess. All right, finally, now we have actual information on the actual set. I know it took a long time, I'm sorry, but we do have a lot of cool information for this. If you haven't read over this, at least skim it. It's just a sort of summary of what they're planning to do with the set 7, and it's good information to kind of expect what to buy as far as like rarities if you want to do foils. I'm probably going to pick up a lot of stuff that's involving these archetypes of stuff as well, and then as well as just picking up different engines if you have them already, like the Veggies package. But green red has the Saiyan saga. Red green is a Broly saga. Okay, that's interesting. Is there a difference? I guess there is a difference. There's going to be a difference. And then blue yellow for your Trunks, and then Universe 6 or Universe Survival, and then black the Xenoverse Dark Demon. So cool. So one of these things it says here is just saying that they're trying to recreate the Saiyan saga and like things of that nature within that saga. So if you take a look at this actual card, it's a red green for 2 costs, so you have to have actually 2 of the actual color, if that makes sense. Another 1 cost combo card. Again, one thing that to really keep in mind and keep a hold of as far as like in the back of your mind, because as soon as we have a low cost or 0 cost combo card that's multicolored, it's going to be very expensive and it's going to be very sought after. I would imagine one of the SRs in set 7 is going to be one of those, because as soon as we do have that, we're either going to have it's kind of self-explanatory what's going to happen, but it's going to be good because now you can combo for free and then activate a rival for free as well. But this one, it says you may activate this skill by choosing 1 or more green battle cards in your battle area, which is rest mode. So just like the Broly, the Resonant, you play this out, and then you swing, and then now it gains the power after you switch to rest mode. And if you switch to Gohan Youth card to rest mode, you draw 2 cards, and it gains critical for the turn. I think this works a little bit better, but I would imagine that this is probably going to be the best target for it. So you play this turn 1, and then you play the other card turn 2 after you charge a red, and then you go ahead and switch this to rest mode. It gains 15. It gets 215k, and then after that you can go ahead and get that critical and draw 2. So I think that's good, and I think the newfound power Gohan is really good too. I think the cool interaction for this one is that if you do choose to green card or green energy, wow, it gains 15k power. So if you do that later in the game, you still have the Goku on board. You get to draw 2, switch this to rest mode, and it gains 20k instead of the 10 or instead of the 5, and now it's a 30k critical draw 2. So this card is very interesting. It's a nice little teaser compared to a lot of other cards that we're gonna be getting. And now that we have finally the Raditz leader, that was teased a while back, and everybody wanted Raditz every so often. It popped up that people wanted Raditz, and I was like, I guess Raditz is cool. He's like I mean, he didn't really have too much potential as a character. He was just sort of like that bad guy. Neither here nor there. This guy has the Saiyan. He is the Saiyan trait. He is a green leader. Very interesting to see a green leader. But also has the interesting effect of the auto, when it attacks a leader card, they choose 1 from one card from their hand and set into the warp, which is very interesting because this is very similar to our PyCon video that we made with me and Devin, in which you attack a leader card and then they have to warp 1, or they have to send 1 to the drop. So very cool that this is implemented. And then this doesn't draw on swing, so that's kind of annoying that they keep doing that, but I guess For them to neg, you have to neg as well, or not gain at all. And then activate main is that you choose one green or red Saiyan in the battle area and gains 5k. So very cool that this is for free, because obviously these are made in tandem with each other, in which you can just go ahead and give this guy 5k and then another 5 and then draw 2. So that's pretty cool. And then we have the Vegeta the Cruel as a counterplay card, more counterplay, especially in green. So that's pretty cool. I've said cool like 30 times in this video. If a multicolored card is in your energy, reduces costs in your hand by 1. So it's a 2-drop, just like Preemptive Strike. It's right around there, and it's a 15k body, so that's cool. And then I said cool again. When you play this card during your opponent's turn, choose one of their battle cards with energy cost of 4 or less and KO it. And then the opponent chooses one card from their hand and sends it to the warp. This is a very good card. And yes, you have to play multicolored cards, or at least charge it early on, because at the earliest you can have to play this turn 2, and it does steal a lot for 3 energy. Like if you keep that open, you have to choose one, so it doesn't ignore barrier, so that's kind of annoying. Preemptive does ignore barrier because it's before it's even played, so it ignores all of that as a counterplay. But this does KO something, they choose one to their warp, and you get to play on their turn for a 15k body. So this is probably going to be really good in a hand destruction pan, if that ever exists. But you know, red and green, let's go, baby. And then now we have some more Trunks Future and Vegeta stuff. I did post this one early on in the Facebook page if you haven't seen that already. I've been trying to be a little more active on that, but this permanent says if you 4 or less, this card gains 5k power during your turn. why was that so hard to read? So if you're 4 or less, it basically is a 15k. And then this card attacks, it's draw 1, so it doesn't have to be a leader, so that's good. You have 4 more energy. This is a lot of text. Choose up to 1 blue Son Goku and 1 yellow Vegeta in your hand. The energy costs 2 and play them. And you can only play future Trunks and Vegeta cards for the duration of the turn, and you can't do it for the duration of the game. And this is a flip over, and you draw 1 card. What is even that? Yes, you get to draw. I don't understand, like the awakening restrictions, the no draw. Like, someone has to introduce me into the brokenness of these leader cards from Bandai, because I would like to know, why is this such a crazy thing? It's a Saiyan, it's a blue leader. I don't know, dude. There must be some really good stuff in set 7 that makes this really good. We have Vegeta, the Super Saiyan Blue, another attack, draw 1 for anything, and when you combo with 1 or more battle cards, a combo cost of 1 in your energy area using a skill, choose up to 1 of those battle cards, and when this battle ends, the chosen card is returned to its owner's hand instead of being placed in the drop area. So if you do this, it comes back to your hand instead of to the drop after your combo. So it only does it once, and it does it for both turns, but I don't really understand where this is coming from. Please educate me. I'm a dumb ape. Please educate me on this, because I don't understand what that really means. There must be some cards in which, if you have energy, like cards in your energy area that you can combo cost, that you can do that. So I would imagine that that's what it is for. Now, some more Zamasu Goku Black stuff. Barrier 3 costs, and then when you play this card, it leader costs Goku Black or Zamasu. You add the top card to your energy, so you get the ramp, which is cool. Now you have 4 energy as soon as you play this card. But when you play this card, and your leader card is a Goku Black or Zamasu card, and then in the opponent's next turn, reveal the top of your opponent's deck, and then if that, okay, I read that right. Reveal the top card of your opponent's deck. If it's a battle card, place in your opponent's energy in rest mode. Otherwise, draw 1 card. So I'm trying to figure out if this plays it in rest mode anyway, or do you draw the card? I don't know. I mean, like, if it's not a battle card, that is. So if it's not a battle card, you draw 1, and I'm guessing if it's not a battle card, you just draw 1 and then they shuffle. They don't add it to your energy. So some people are saying otherwise. I'm going with the fact that it does it that way. This is very cool for Union Pretora. You get to ramp, and it has really good synergy with the Plan of Destruction card, so that's cool. This one is when his card attacks, look at the top 5 of your deck and choose one blue or yellow Goku Black or Zamasu card. I'm very interested in seeing if that includes multicolor cards, because we're going to have both, and then add it to your hand. And then when it attacks a leader card, it gains negative 5k power for the duration of turn. So it's a 10k 10k leader, so that's cool, I guess. Thanks for the balance. I don't know if that's really needed, but if your opponent has 8 or more energy, choose up to 4 cards from your opponent's life and place it at the bottom of the deck in any order. So you literally win the game if they're awakened. So that's pretty cool. And then my favorite is that you choose one of their battle cards and return to their hand after you pay 1 once per turn. So very, very cool. Just like the Black Broly, that's why I like him so much. Unconditional. You just pay 1. And that's it. And then finally, we got the black stuff, the Toki City. Now, just real quick on this one is that when you play this card, when you play a battle card using Overwhelm, place the top of your top card of your deck under this card, and then you choose 3 cards in this card, send it to a warp, and then if your leader card is black, you when you play battle cards when you play using Overwhelm aren't sent to the warp at the end of the turn. So this is nutty because as a field card, you get to do it every single turn, and I don't think there's any real big way to cheat out cards into a field card or under a field card. So I don't think I'm really too concerned about that. Maybe the red Yamu card, like the Spolsovich, but I don't think that's really gonna be a thing. And then if leader card's black, you get to keep your Overwhelm cards on board. So if you Scientist Fu for 1 energy and 7 cards, you get to keep a 25,000 double striker on board for free, or for 1 energy anyway. Yes, you do get to lose out on 3 cards underneath the field card. Yes, that is the balance here, but I think Toki City is very, very good. I don't really see this not being played in Overwhelm or black decks that focus on that. And obviously the Banisher Fu is very, very good for this, because now you get to pay 4 and then now he stays there on both turns. Very, very cool, Bandai. Thank you for that. I will unthank you for this one because now it's a 0 cost 20k black vanilla card, the first black one. I don't know why they did it. Yes, I guess that, you know, you can play it in Kid Goku, but there's really no incentive to do that because now it's just a 5k cost. I'm trying to see, because I was reading this too. You can use it with Dimension Support, blah blah blah, but yeah, it's pretty stupid. I don't really see the point of that. Sign cards, are you excited, etc, etc. There you go, guys. I tried to run through it as much as I could. Let me know what you think as far as set 7 goes. I'm very excited. I'm happy to see all this stuff. New cards are always so good. I am still working on anniversary stuff and One-Met stuff, so watch out for that in the next week, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.